Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking class for class 11 CBSE NCERT book I have taken. In the tutorials I have explained you the plant kingdom. Now today I am discussing the back exercise of the plant kingdom. Your first question, what is the basis of classification of algae? Look at here. Algae are classified Algae are classified on the basis of various characteristics. First, pigmentation. Different types of pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, fucoxanthin, phycoerythrin, carotenoids, etc. Next point, cell wall composition. Presence of cellulose, algin, cellulose, pectin, and sulfate esters, right? Next, according to the storage product, stored food in the form of starch, mannitol, laminarian starch, floridian starch, etc. Next is morphology, cellular or colonial, in which form they are present, habitat, freshwater, brackish water or salt water, reproduction, whether vegetative, asexual or sexual, number of flagella and their position, 2 or 2 to 8 flagella, their position, they may be apically situated, lateral situated, length of the flagella may be equal, may be unequal. Now these characters help to categorize algae into the different groups like red algae, brown algae and green algae. I hope you are able to get it. Any doubt anywhere, you can ask me. Now come to the next question. When and where does reduction division takes place in the life cycle of a liverwort, a moss, a fern, a gymnosperm and then angiosperm? Now here let us see. Reduction division occurs at different stages in the life cycles of the various organisms. Liverworts, it's a bryophyte. Meiosis occurs in the sporophyte, that is in the sporangium, producing spores. Next one is moss. Similar to liverworts, meiosis occurs in the sporophyte, sporangium, producing spores. Fern, pteridophytes. Meiosis occurs in the sporangium of the sporophyte, producing spores. Next is gymnosperm. Meiosis occurs in the microsporocytes, that is the male, and megasporocytes, that is female, producing microspores and megaspores respectively. Next is angiosperm. Meiosis occurs in the anthers, that is known as microsporogenesis, and ovules. Megasporogenesis means producing microspore, that is pollen grains, and megaspore, that is the embryocyte. Meiosis means reduces the chromosome number by half, producing haploid cells or spores that will develop into the gametophyte or gametes. I hope it is clear. Now the next question. Name 3 groups of plants that bear archegonia. Briefly describe the life cycle of any one of them. Let us see. 3 groups of plants that bear archegonia. 3 groups of plants that bear archegonia are bryophytes, this contains mosses and liverworts, pteridophytes, ferns, gymnosperm, cycas, pinus, etc. Life cycle of mosses involves alternation of generation. Alternation means haploid stage, gametophytic stage, sporophytic, after sporophytic, again gametophytic. That is what called alter, means one by one. Under this, in short, I am telling you the life cycle. Gametophyte, it is haploid, the dominant phase, producing archegonia and arthridnia. Gametophyte, जिसमें कि एक ही मेन प्लांट होता है, जैसे मॉस का मेन प्लांट है, उसी में अलग अलग पार्ट्स में, ब्रांचेस में आर्किगोनिया और एंथ्रीडिया डेवलप होते हैं. उसके बाद व्हेन दे एंथ्रीडिया मींस एंथ्रीडिया स्पर्म्स आर डेवलप. नाउ इन स्पर्म फ्रॉम एंथ्रीडिया फर्टिलाइज eggs in the archegonia. Fertilization occurs. After fertilization, the sporophytic phase, diploid phase start हो जाती है. That develops from the fertilized egg, producing spores through meiosis. And spore dispersal, that is takes place in the capsule. Capsule जो पड़ा होता है, capsule, that is the gametophyte, germinate into new gametophyte, and the life cycle shows alternation of generation between the haploid gametophytes and diploid sporophytes. I hope this is the able how you are supposed to answer it. Now we come to the next one. Mention the ploidy of the following protonemal cell of moss: primary endosperm nucleus in dicot, leaf cell of a moss, prothallus cell of a fern, gamma cell in Markensia, meristem cell of monocot, ovum of a liverwort, and zygote of a fern. Now here just let us see the ploidy levels of the following. They are as follows. Protonemal cells of a moss, it is haploid and number of chromosome means half that of the parent cell. Primary endosperm nucleus in dicot, that is 3N. Two male nuclei fused together form the diploid, and again one pollen grain, then they form 3N triploid nucleus. Leaf cell of a moss, haploid and number. Prothallus cell of a fern, it contains haploid, single n number of chromosomes. Single n number of chromosomes is here. Gamma cells in Markensia, they are also haploid and number of chromosomes. Meristem cells of monocot, they are diploid, contains 2n number of chromosomes. Ovum of a liverwort, it contains haploid and number of chromosomes. Zygote of a fern, diploid, 2n number. These levels reflect the different stages of development and reproduction in these plant groups. I hope it is clear. Now we come to the next one. That is your fifth question. Write a note on the economic importance of algae and gymnosperm. Now let us see. See, in short, I am telling you, economic importance of algae, though it is too much, but here I have shortened it for your convenience. Food source rich in nutrients, algae are used as food supplements. Pharmaceuticals, algae derived compounds, they have medicinal applications. Under cosmetic, algal extracts are used in skincare products. Biofuels, algae can be converted into biofuels. Now, the economic importance of gymnosperms: as a timber, soft woods from gymnosperms are used for construction and paper. Resins, gymnosperms produce resins with various industrial applications. Ornamental plants, many gymnosperms, they are cultivated for decorative purposes. As a medicine, some gymnosperm, they have medicinal properties. Example, taxol from the yew trees. So both algae and gymnosperm, they contribute significantly to various industries supporting human needs and economic development of the human for human welfare. Next question. Both gymnosperms and angiosperm bear seeds. Then why are they classified separately? Now here just we see both gymnosperms and angiosperms bear seeds, yet they are classified separately due to following reason. First one, seed structure. Gymnosperms have naked seeds, that is not enclosed in the ovary, while angiosperms have seeds enclosed in a fruit. The second point, reproductive structures. Gymnosperms produce cones, while angiosperms produce flowers. Pollination. Gymnosperms generally depend on wind pollination. इनमें wind pollination ही होता है. While angiosperms have different types of pollination, that is air pollution, wind pollution, bird by insects, animals, etc. by the man also. Now the next question is, what is heterospory? Briefly comment on its significance, give two examples. Now as you know, heterospory is the production of two different types of spores. First, megaspores, large spores, develops into female gametophytes. Second, it is the microspores, small spores, develop into male gametophyte. Heterospory is significant because it leads to seed development, allows for the formation of seeds which provide protection and nourishment to the developing embryo. Second one, enhances reproductive efficiency, separates male and female gametophytes, increasing the chances of successful fertilization. For example, Selaginella, that is the spike moss, Solvinia, that is the floating fern. So heterospore is important characteristics of the certain plants groups, that is the some ferns and oleoseed plants. The next one, explain briefly the following with the suitable example. Protonema, Anthridium, Archegonium, Diplontic, Sporophyll, Isogamy. Now proceed here one by one. Protonema, a thread-like or filamentous structure that develops from a spore in certain plants, for example, mosses. It gives rise to the gametophyte. Anthridium, a male reproductive organ that produces sperm cells, for example, fern and mosses. The next one, Archegonium, a female reproductive organ that produces egg cells, for example, ferns, mosses. Diplontic, a life cycle where the diploid sporophyte means the diploid generation, it is the sporophytic phase, is dominant, that is example in mosses or in angiosperm. Sporophyll, a leaf-like structure that bears sporangia, means spore-bearing organs, as in ferns. ferns के प्लांट में आप देखिए जो फर्न की लीफ होती है उसके जैसे ये लीफ की एंड है, ये आपकी एज है, तो इस लीफ में ऐसे 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 पूरे स्पोर्स होते हैं, तो जिस लीफ में स्पोर्स होंगे मीन्स स्पोर बियरिंग लीव्स, इट इज कॉल्ड स्पोरोफिल. Isogamy, the fusion of gametes that are similar in size and shape. For example, some algae they have that means जो भी algae जिसमें जो gametes का fusion होता है, जो same gametes एक ही तरह के होते हैं, जो spore same shape and size, they are known as isogamy. एक ही तरह के gametes में जब होता है तो उसको हम isogamy कहते हैं. Now the next question, differentiate between the following: red algae and brown algae, liverworts and mosses, homosporous and heterosporous pteridophyte. Now here the differentiate, the first one, red algae and brown algae. See, red algae, members of the Rhodophyceae are commonly called red algae and members of Phaeophyceae are called brown algae. Second point, under red algae, they possess chlorophyll A, D and phycoerythrin, and sometimes phycocyanin pigment is also present over there in case of red algae. While brown algae, they possess chlorophyll A, C and fucoxanthin. Third point, reserve food materials in the form of Floridian starch in case of red algae, and reserve food material is in the form of mannitol laminarian in case of brown algae. In case of red algae, red color is due to phycoerythrin pigment. In brown algae, brown color is due to xanthophyll pigment. In red algae, salvol is made up of cellulose, pectin, and polysulfate esters, whereas in brown algae, salvol is made up of cellulose and algae. I hope it is clear. Now the next one is liverworts and mosses. Under liverworts and the mosses, you just see liverworts and mosses. First, they have a flat lobed thallus, that is a leaf-like structure, or stem-like structures with leaves arranged in 2 or 3 rows. जो थैलस या फ्लैट स्टेम लाइक स्टेम में होता है तो उसमें 2 या 3 रोज में लीव्स अरेंज होती है, जैसा कि मॉस में होता है. मॉसेस में दे हैव स्टेम लाइक स्ट्रक्चर विद लीव्स अरेंज इन स्पाइरल और रेडियम. इसमें जो है लीव्स होती हैं अरेंज 2 और 3 रोज में होती हैं. इसमें अरेंजमेंट स्पाइरल और रेडियल पैटर्न होता है. इसमें ये फ्लैट भी हो सकता है लेकिन इसमें फ्लैट नहीं होता है. मॉसेस का हमेशा स्टेम जो है इरेक्ट होता है. सेकेंड पॉइंट, they are present in moist shaded environment found on damp soil, rocks and tree trunks, whereas in case of mosses they can tolerate a wider range of habitat. मतलब इसमें बहुत रेंज होता है, काफ़ी रेंज होता है जो कि हैबिटेट्स में, जैसे डैम सॉइल में, रॉक्स में, ट्री ट्रंक्स में, इवन ड्रायर कंडीशंस में भी ये ग्रो कर जाते हैं. थर्ड पॉइंट, they reproduce through asexual methods like fragmentation, gamy. They can also reproduce sexually. इनमें asexual, sexual और reproduction तीनों तरह का होता है, जो कि fragmentation, ये asexual reproduction जो होता है वो fragmentation और gamy से होता है. But in case of here, they reproduce sexually through spores and asexually through एसेक्सुअल इसमें फ्रेगमेंटेशन से होता है, लेकिन जो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन जो होता है वो स्पोर्स से होता है, और इसमें जो होता है ये रिप्रोडक्शन भी सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन होता है. जनरली liverworts generally simpler in structure and reproductive methods, but mosses they are more complex in structure and have a more developed reproductive system. I hope it's clear. Now the next one is homosporous and heterosporous, homosporous pteridophytes and heterosporous pteridophyte. In homosporous pteridophyte, the first point, they produce only, homo means single, they produce only one type of spores that are not separated by say, उसमें एक ही तरह के spores होते हैं. Hetero, they produce two types of spores separated by the cell. Here they produce only one type of spores which are small in size. एक ही तरह के होते हैं, small होते हैं. इसमें दो तरह के small होते हैं. Small होते हैं उनको microspores करते हैं, and जो large बड़े होते हैं उनको megaspore. यानी कि microspore, megaspore दो तरह के spores होते हैं. इनमें एक ही तरह के होते हैं और छोटे साइज के होते हैं. दूसरा पॉइंट, ये होमोस्पोरस में स्पोर्स आर इक्वल इन साइज, इनका साइज एक साथ है. ही आर इन टू डिफरेंट साइजेस दैट माइक्रोस्पोर एंड मेगास्पोर्स. हियर देयर इज ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ स्पोरेंजिया, एक ही तरह के स्पोरेंजिया होती है. यहाँ पर माइक्रोस्पोरेंजिया एंड मेगास्पोरेंजिया आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ, क्योंकि माइक्रोस्पोरेंजिया से माइक्रोस्पोर्स प्रोड्यूस होंगे, मेगास्पोरेंजिया से मेगास्पोर्स प्रोड्यूस होंगे. प्रोड्यूस ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ गैमेट, तो चूंकि एक ही तरह के स्पोर्स होते हैं तो एक ही गैमेटोफाइट बनता है. प्रोड्यूस ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ, हियर दे प्रोड्यूस टू टाइप्स ऑफ गैमेटोफाइट, माइक्रोस्पोरेंजिया और मेगा. माइक्रो से मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट, मेगा से मेगास्पोर्स, मेगास्पोरेंजिया से फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट और माइक्रोस्पोरेंजिया से मेल गैमेटोफाइट बनता है. गैमेटोफाइट इज बाइसेक्सुअल, जैसे क्लाउड, इसमें जो एक ही गैमेटोफाइट होता है लेकिन उसमें बाइसेक्सुअल होता है, मतलब एंथ्रीडिया और आर्किगोनिया अलग अलग ऊपर नीचे बनते हैं. इसमें गैमेटोफाइट इज यूनिसेक्सुअल, क्योंकि अलग अलग होते हैं जैसे सिलेजनेला में. तो जो मेल गैमेटोफाइट में एंथ्रीडियम बनेगा और फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट में आर्किगोनिया डेवलप होता है. योर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज मैच द फॉलोइंग column 1, Chlamydomonas, Cycus, Selaginella, Sphagnum. Here, so here I gave you the correct options. Chlamydomonas, algae; Cycus, gymnosperm; Selaginella, pteridophyte; Sphagnum, moss. Right. Now the last one, that describe the important characteristics of gymnosperm. देखिए important characteristics gymnosperms मैंने कुछ यहाँ नोट किए हैं, you can see over here. See, gymnosperms are naked seeded plant. Most of the gymnosperms are evergreen, woody, perennial, shrubby or tree-like habitat. They show xerophytic character. The gymnosperms are the most seed-bearing vascular plant. The ovules on the scales, which are arranged in a cone-like structure. अब इसमें अगर आपको देखें, आपको ये एक और ऑप्शन में देती हूँ. देखिए आपको मैंने बुक से दिया इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर्स. आप इसमें से आप कोई भी 4 या 5 इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स लीजिए. जैसे मोस्ट प्लांट्स आर पेरिनियल एंड वुडी, दे आर जीरोफिटिक with sunken stomata and thick cuticle. The xylem is without vessels and phloems lack companion cell. Reproductive organs are usually in the form of cones or strobili. Microsporophils bear microsporangia, and the large number of microspores are produced in microsporangium, which forms the male gametophyte. Microsporangium से male gametophyte आपको बताया था. And male gametophyte, also gymnosperm, they produce pollen tubes. In Nucellus megasporangia ovules, cells forms megaspore mother cell, which after reduction division form linear tetrad megaspore with only one is functional, क्योंकि वन ही ओव्यूल बनता है. फंक्शनल मेगास्पोर्स फॉर्म्स फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट, जिसको एंडोस्पर्म भी कहते हैं. ऑन माइक्रोपाइलर एंड ऑफ फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट डिफरेंट टू. अब ये नहीं, अब इसी में से ही आप 5-6 कोई भी मेन पॉइंट्स लेकर के सिर्फ एक एक सेंटेंस यू आर एबल टू प्रिपेयर, या फिर मैंने आपको जो इसमें पॉइंट्स दिए हैं आप इन पॉइंट्स को भी ले सकते हैं. दैट इज ऑल फॉर दिस. एनी डाउट एनीवेयर यू कैन आस्क मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.